Imagine running a marathon. You're sprinting, sweating, giving it everything you've got to hit that finish line. And the finish line is 10,000 followers.
Right.
You finally cross it, chest heaving, expecting the crowd to just go wild and absolute silence.
Just zero visibility.
Yeah, zero. No applause, no reach, just you standing alone with a number.
It's a pretty terrifying image, honestly. But that is the reality of being a ghost in the machine today.
Welcome to today's deep dive. We are unpacking the 2026 Facebook algorithm and why having what they call a digital pulse is pretty much the only metric that matters now.
Exactly, because hitting a specific follower count like that magical 10K, it just doesn't guarantee anything if the system thinks you're dead.
That's the kicker.
Yeah.
For years, the common wisdom was that 10K is the cutover point where the revenue floodgates finally open for you.
Total myth.
Yeah, looking at the actual data, it's totally busted. The algorithm has fundamentally changed. It is no longer counting heads. It is an AI discovery engine now.
Right, and it really helps to understand the engineering shift here. We've moved from a social graph,
Which is who you know.
exactly, to an interest graph. The system prioritizes one specific thing now, meaningful social interaction, or MSI.
Okay, so how does that affect the everyday user listening right now?
Well, it creates this participation gap. The system actively rewards active participants and essentially ghosts passive observers.
So simply scrolling and lurking.
It actually hurts your standing. Yes.
Wow.
It's all about your digital pulse. If you consume content without liking, commenting, or reviewing, you're marked as low value.
And the source points out that a comment needs to be at least 5 words, right?
Yes, the 5-word rule. The algorithm ignores one-word comments like nice or cool because they don't give the AI enough data for semantic analysis.
It needs to understand the actual sentiment of the interaction.
Exactly. Forcing at least 5 words means you have to say something of substance. That gets flagged as a high-quality interaction.
So the floodgates of reach don't open when you hit a number. They open when you stop being a consumer and start being a participant.
You have to signal to the platform that you are alive, stop broadcasting, and start hosting.
I love that distinction. It reminds me of the dinner party analogy. If you go to a dinner party, stand in the corner, and just shout facts at people, everyone leaves.
Right, nobody wants to hang out with the guy shouting in the corner.
That's broadcasting. But hosting is creating a space for conversation. You're pouring drinks, you're asking questions.
To be a good digital host, you need conversation starters. One of the most effective templates we found is the unpopular opinion.
Oh, this one is fun.
You strategically challenge a status quo, like saying 10K followers is overrated, to trigger a debate. Whether people agree or disagree, they're commenting, which tells the AI your content holds attention.
Another great template is the behind-the-curtain approach. Show the messy reality of things. It's the perfect counter to all the 2026 AI-generated perfection we see everywhere.
People crave that authenticity. And then there's the expertise exchange, which triggers the ego hook. Ask your followers for advice on something specific.
Because people love to share what they know. That leads to longer, higher quality comments.
Which brings us to the tactical rules of engagement. The 2.1 rule is absolutely critical for this year's algorithm.
Right. The rule is, for every one comment you receive, you reply with a question. But I have to ask, doesn't replying to every single thing with a question look a bit desperate?
It can feel that way, but look at the mechanism. When you reply with a question, you turn a single comment into a thread.
Ah, and the AI loves threads.
Exactly. A back-and-forth conversation keeps users on the app longer. You are training the algorithm to see your post as a high-engagement zone.
There's also the 20-minute window strategy, spending 10 minutes engaging before you post and 10 minutes after just to warm up the account.
Yes, you have to prime the pump.
But honestly, looking at all this 2.1 rules, 5-word minimums, warm-up windows, it sounds exhausting. A lot of listeners might be thinking, I have a job, I do not have time for this.
That is the busy fallacy. We all operate on the exact same 24-hour cycle. The issue isn't a lack of time.
It's a question of ROI on the time you do spend.
Precisely. If you post without engaging, you are wasting your time because no one will see it anyway.
So it's about efficiency.
It's like carrying buckets of water to a village every day versus taking the time to build a dam. Building the dam is harder up front, but it solves the problem permanently.
You have to decide if you want to be the person waiting at the gate or the person helping to build the dam.
You're building an asset, not just checking a box.
To wrap this up, let's look at a way for you to reclaim some of that energy. There is a concept called the Sunday reflection.
It's a simple challenge for everyone listening. If you unfollow 10 accounts that drain your energy today, How much digital love would you have left over to give to the people who actually matter?
A little subtraction can lead to a lot of addition. Something for you to mull over next time you pick up your phone. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.